Have you ever wondered why things seem stuck even when you organize your life? The secret might be right in front of your eyes, hidden in your own home. Yes, that's right. The environment we live in carries a vibrational energy that can directly influence our experiences. And Buddhism teaches us that this energy flow must be in harmony. In this video, you'll discover how simple changes, like getting rid of specific items, can completely transform your space and attract prosperity. Sounds surprising, right? But here's the thing. We are so used to accumulating stuff that we don't realize how it affects our mind, emotions, and even opportunities. Have you ever thought about how old clothes, broken objects, or even worn-out shoes might be blocking your path to a fuller life? However, with the right practices like mindfulness meditation and the detachment taught in Zen Buddhism, you can release this energy and create the space needed for abundance to flow. The most interesting part is that these changes not only improve the energy flow at home, but also bring a deep sense of peace and mental clarity. And believe it or not, we're not just talking about tidying up the house. It's about transforming what's inside of you. It might sound crazy, but it's true. The more space you free up, the lighter you feel. And that's when karma starts working in your favor. Ready to discover the 5 items you need to get rid of right now to live in harmony and attract the best opportunities. When we talk about Buddhist wisdom, there's something we often forget: the power that old clothes have over our energy. The vibrational energy in objects can block or propel us forward. And this includes those clothes stuck in the back of the closet. They carry memories, emotions, and sometimes even energies from the past. To apply mindfulness meditation to your daily life, you can start by observing what these clothes represent to you. Are they connected to a moment you haven't fully moved on from? A practical tip would be to take some time to go through each piece and donate what no longer makes sense. Moreover, getting rid of clothes we no longer wear opens up space for new experiences. This aligns with the concept of the Eightfold Path, a practice to follow a lighter and more positive way of living. When you donate a piece, you can silently thank it for the moments it brought you. This small gesture of gratitude is deeply linked to the principles of Dharma, where we acknowledge the value of the past, but do not cling to it. This way, we renew the energy in our home and allow positive karma to flow. So, how can you apply this practically? Let's say you have a coat you haven't worn in years, but it's tied to the memory of a trip. Vipassana meditation can help in this process. Sit in a quiet place, hold the coat, and reflect on why you're keeping it. This will help you understand whether the attachment is truly necessary, or if it's time to release that energy for new opportunities. This is the beginning of a cleanse that also benefits your inner peace. What's interesting is that by clearing space in your closet, you're also creating space within yourself. The practice of loving kindness teaches us to detach from material things to make room for the new. By letting go of these clothes, you're giving someone else the opportunity to use them while also releasing stagnant energy. This natural movement follows the flow of Zen Buddhism, where simplicity brings us closer to true spiritual enlightenment. And who would have thought that such a simple act could have such a big impact on our lives? Right? The key here is to observe the subtle effect that donating clothes has on your environment. Maybe, just like clothes, there are other items in your home also holding on to the past's energy. This leads us to the next point. What about broken objects? Keeping broken objects at home might seem harmless, but according to Buddhist wisdom, these items disrupt the flow of positive energy. Think about what it means in terms of karma to hold on to something that no longer works. These objects symbolize blockages and stagnation. To maintain the energy in your home flowing harmoniously, it's essential to remove or repair these items, practicing detachment and bringing balance. Zen Buddhism teaches us that everything is connected and that we should cultivate an environment that reflects internal peace and order. For instance, that mug with a broken handle or the stopped clock on the wall could be disrupting your home's harmony without you even realizing it. A good mindfulness meditation exercise would be to walk through your house and observe these objects with full attention. Something is broken. Ask yourself, does this still serve a purpose, or is it just taking up space? If the answer is no, discard it with gratitude, just like with the clothes we no longer wear. This is the power of Vipassana meditation applied to organization. The issue here is not just the physical state of the objects, but how they affect our mental state. The Eightfold Path teaches us to cultivate a life of harmony, and that includes the environment that surrounds us. Broken objects, like disordered thoughts, should be reorganized or removed. When you get rid of what's broken, you make room for new energy to circulate, and this directly impacts your journey toward nirvana and liberation. Now, how can you do this practically? If you have something broken at home, consider its value. Sometimes trying to repair something may seem like the most economical choice, but it's not necessarily the healthiest in terms of energy. Replacing these items can be a way to reconnect with the practice of loving kindness, both towards yourself and your surroundings. This way, the energy in your home begins to flow again, attracting positivity. And once you get rid of these items, something interesting happens. You start to feel the lightness that it brings to both your mind and your space. Now, imagine what happens when we focus on dirty or worn-out shoes. They may symbolize the path we're walking in life. Ready to explore that in the next topic? Shoes may seem like everyday items, but according to Buddhist wisdom, they carry deep symbolism. They represent the path we're walking in life. Just as the Eightfold Path guides us toward enlightenment, our shoes also reflect our journey. If we keep dirty or worn-out shoes, it could be showing us something about the state of our lives. Mindfulness meditation can be applied here by observing the condition of these shoes. Are they helping us walk firmly and confidently? Or are they holding us back? If your shoes are worn out or dirty, it might be time to ask yourself if they're reflecting your current life. Karma and rebirth teach us that each step we take can lead us closer to or farther from balance. By cleaning or replacing your shoes, you're symbolically renewing your path. This is a common practice in Zen Buddhism, where simplicity and clarity are valued. Just as we clear our minds during meditation, we should also care for the items we use every day, like shoes. Imagine someone starting a new job, but always wearing the same worn-out shoes. This small detail can affect how they feel when facing new challenges. The wisdom of Buddha suggests that our material choices can influence our inner energy. Swapping out worn shoes for a new pair can symbolize a new phase in life, an openness to new opportunities. This is a practical example of how the exterior reflects the interior. Just like we cleanse our minds during Vipassana meditation, we should also clean the objects that represent our journey. Furthermore, caring for the shoes we wear is an act of compassion toward ourselves. Just as the practice of loving kindness teaches us to be gentle with our thoughts, we can also be gentle with the items that accompany us. Changing old shoes for new ones represents a fresh start, a new path. Imagine coming home and seeing clean, organized shoes. This simple gesture brings a sense of renewal, something that can be felt immediately. Finally, by renewing your shoes, you feel the difference in your posture, in your walk, through life. Now, have you thought about what objects from deceased people might be representing in your home? This energy from the past might be blocking the present. Let's explore that further. Objects belonging to people who have passed away carry deep meaning. In the context of Buddhist wisdom, they can hold emotional energy that ties us to the past, often preventing us from fully living in the present. The energy from these items can leave us stuck in unresolved memories and emotions. The Eightfold Path reminds us of the importance of living in the present, and for that, we need to release what no longer serves us. Holding on to these objects can be a subtle form of stagnation, something that blocks the flow of positive energy in our lives. Now, this doesn't mean we should forget or disrespect memories. Quite the opposite. Letting go with respect and gratitude is deeply aligned with the principles of Dharma. For example, if you're holding on to a piece of furniture or jewelry from someone who passed away, ask yourself, is this object bringing me peace, or is it holding me back in a moment that's already gone? Vipassana meditation can help you understand what you truly feel about these items and allow you to make a clearer and more conscious decision. If you choose to let go of these objects, do so with a grateful heart. This teaching is present in Zen Buddhism, where impermanence is accepted as a natural part of life. Thank the items for the memories and good moments they represent, but allow the energy of the present to flow freely. This doesn't mean forgetting, but rather honoring the memories without attachment. Perhaps you could donate or pass the item on to someone who will appreciate the story it carries, or even hold a simple ceremony to express gratitude. This practice is directly connected to spiritual awakening. When we cling to the past, we move away from inner peace. The practice of loving kindness suggests that we cultivate compassion for ourselves, and this includes the ability to release what has already served its purpose. By letting go of these objects, we allow our lives to align with the energy of the present, creating space for new experiences and a more harmonious flow of energy in the home. And as we're talking about harmony in the environment, it's also worth thinking about the impact that accumulated clutter has on our inner peace and spiritual growth. The next step is to understand how clutter can block our journey toward nirvana and liberation. Let's explore this in the following topic. Buddhist wisdom teaches us that clutter in the home directly reflects the state of our mind. A cluttered space can be a sign of blocked energy, preventing the flow of peace and serenity. When the space around us is full of out-of-place objects, our minds feel confused, and this affects our mindfulness meditation. The practice of keeping our environment organized aligns with the concept of nirvana and liberation, where we seek a clear and calm mind, free from distractions and external chaos. A practical example would be to observe your workspace. If it's full of scattered papers, pens, and unused items, you're likely to have difficulty concentrating. The same goes for other areas of the house. The Eightfold Path speaks of right actions and right thoughts, and this includes maintaining a physical space that promotes mental clarity. A simple tip is to start small. Choose a drawer or an area of the house and organize everything calmly. Applying the practice of Vipassana meditation to do so mindfully and without rushing. Clutter can also have emotional roots. Many times, we accumulate things because we don't want to let go of the past, or because we fear we might need them in the future. But Zen Buddhism reminds us that detachment is fundamental to spiritual awakening. By letting go of the excess, you make room for new opportunities and positive energy to enter your life. This is the power of karma and rebirth. By releasing the old, you create the new, both in your physical space and in your mind. To apply this practice more deeply, you can do a simple exercise. Choose one day a week to open the windows of your house, let the air circulate, and organize your space. Take care of your plants, and if possible, add elements of nature like flowers or stones. Organization brings peace and promotes a stronger connection to the wisdom of Buddha and the principles of Dharma, creating a harmonious atmosphere that reflects the balance we seek within. By clearing out the clutter, you'll notice that energy begins to flow more smoothly, attracting positivity and prosperity into your life. And speaking of energy flow, this connection with the physical environment directly impacts our well-being. Now that we've seen the impact of clutter, let's think about how it can open doors to the miracles that the law of attraction and Buddhist teachings promise. Are you ready for this change? Now that you've discovered the power of eliminating these items from your home, what are you waiting for to take action? Each of these objects, whether old clothes, broken items, worn-out shoes, or even the keepsakes from those who have passed, carries energy that could be blocking the flow of prosperity in your life. Have you ever considered how simply letting go could open the door to new opportunities? Imagine what it would be like to live in a lighter space where energy flows freely, helping you reach your goals and find that much-desired inner peace. Which of the 5 items will you get rid of first? By making that decision, you're not only organizing your home, but also doing a huge favor to your mind and spirit. Want to see the difference this can make in your life? Try it and see the results for yourself. If you want to keep learning more about Buddhism, the law of attraction, and how these practices can transform your life, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. This way, you'll always be connected to new teachings and can apply this knowledge daily. What are you waiting for to transform your space and your life?